Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we want to start with news out of Onslow County, where police are asking for your help in trying to identify this person. It's difficult. Again, around 3:30 a.m. Friday, the sheriff's office says deputies were called to the Circle K on Wilmington Highway for a reported robbery. Deputies say a man confronted the store clerk inside, showing a box cutter and demanding money. He ran off with an undisclosed amount of cash, heading south on Wilmington Highway. Now, deputies searched nearby areas but weren't able to find the suspect. The man is about 5'6" and weighs around 150 pounds. At least according to deputies. Now, he was seen wearing a black bandana, black hoodie, dark pants, and tennis shoes at the time of the robbery. Anyone with information is asked to call Detective Iser at 910-989-4060. You can find the case number on our website, WITN.com. And now we want to again highlight some of the fallout after ABC indefinitely suspended Jimmy Kimmel from the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Here's Liz Kreutz with more.
Jimmy, just let me say, I stand with you and your staff 100%.
Overnight, Jimmy Kimmel's fellow late-night hosts rallying behind him.
That is blatant censorship.
I don't know what's going on, and no one does, but I do know Jimmy Kimmel, and he's a decent, funny, and loving guy, and I hope he comes back.
ABC's decision to suspend Kimmel indefinitely coming after the comedian recently made comments on his show about Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin.
With the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
Kimmel supporters protesting outside Disney, which owns ABC, saying the company caved to political pressure from the Trump administration, including FCC Chairman Brendan Carr, who later went on CNBC to explain his position.
The issue that arose here, where lots and lots of people were upset, was not a joke. It was not, making fun or pillaring me or the administration or the president. It was appearing to directly mislead the American public about a significant fact.
Carr also warning that the broadcast TV crackdown isn't over.
I think it's worthwhile to have the FCC look into whether The View and some of these other programs that you have still qualify as bona fide news programs.
I don't think this is the last shoe to drop.
On Air Force One, President Trump suggested punishing broadcasters that air unfavorable coverage of him.
I would think maybe their license should be taken away.
On Wednesday, before Kimmel's suspension, Carr threatened to take action against ABC over his remarks. Soon after, two of the country's largest local television station owners, Nexstar and Sinclair, said they would no longer air the show. It's more than politics at stake for these major media companies. Nexstar needs the FCC's approval for a major merger. Just 2 months ago, CBS announced the cancellation of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, another Trump critic. At the time, CBS's parent company Paramount was also seeking a high-profile merger. Critics say Carr is aware of the financial dynamics.
Anything he can do to shake them down on behalf of Donald Trump, he's doing.
Now, Democrats promising an investigation and warning the FCC.
There's going to be a Democratic majority in just over a year. And to the FCC chairperson and anyone involved in these dirty deals, get a lawyer and save your records.
And again, that was Liz Kreutz reporting. We now turn to your weather forecast. Today has been a mostly sunny day. We started out with quite a bit of fog across eastern North Carolina. Well, since around 10:30, everyone's been again under mostly sunny skies. We do have a few patchy fair weather clouds out across the skies over Goldsboro and Wayne County. Overall, again, very comfortable conditions right now. Pirate Camp still, again, enjoying some sunshine. 88 degrees right now in Greenville. We've got a calm breeze and dew points in the low 60s. Air temperatures right now reading upwards of 90 degrees in Rocky Mount currently. On the flip side of that coin, we've got 75 in Oriental, 77 in Manteo, 78 in Hatteras, and 79 in Beaufort. So still quite the spread of heat across the east, but those of you watching from inland areas, you certainly are enjoying a little bit more of those high temperatures and what we've got present along the coast at this hour. Regardless of where you're at, you're enjoying some sunshine and a very light breeze. Not much in terms of winds for today or tonight, thanks to an area of high pressure that's passing by. Generally, highs not only clear out your skies, but also calm your winds down. And well, we've got clear skies, at least mostly clear skies out there right now. The calmer winds have been with us since this morning and could potentially lead to another foggy start to the day tomorrow. Something to watch out for. I don't think many people are going to be up and at 'em super early on a Saturday morning, but you never know how early Pirate fans get up to start tailgating. Now, as far as your Sunday forecast, we again are looking at mostly sunny skies. May see a little bit of cloud cover try to work its way into the east coming up Sunday afternoon. I think most of us will stay partly to mostly sunny through the day with air temperatures hovering right around the mid-80s. Do want to talk about Tropical Storm Gabrielle, though. Right now, 50-mile-an-hour maximum sustained winds has a northwesterly movement of about 12 miles an hour. Now, this is a system, again, that is expected to stay off to the east of Bermuda, keeping the center of the storm at least 700 miles away from eastern North Carolina at its closest pass. So this is not going to be a system that will give us any sort of rain or wind, but we could potentially again see increasing surf along our beaches starting Sunday, lasting through Monday, and then really starting to decrease on Tuesday. But even that it's not going to be much. We'll again potentially see a higher threat of rip currents there coming in possibly Sunday, but by Monday and Tuesday, certainly a little bit more of a possibility. But at this point, again, nothing we need to be overly worried about. We have a better opportunity for some thunderstorms in the forecast, though, coming up over the tail end of next week. Wednesday, 88 degrees, a few showers possible, but then we see those air temperatures drop there on Thursday. That is a cold front that's going to be moving into the east, creating a better opportunity for some thunderstorm action as we head into your Thursday, Friday, potentially even lingering into Saturday if that front does, in fact, stall over the area. That's all we have time for today's 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day.